The Environment Minister is being accused of blatant scaremongering as he moves to stop councils from controlling genetically modified organisms in their districts. Nick Smith says the government is acting because it's worried local councils will stop important medical trials that use GMO technology from going ahead. But councils with restrictions on GMOs say medical trials are specifically exempt. Political reporter Benedict Collins has more.
The government wants to change the law to stop councils being able to regulate GMOs. The High Court this week upheld the Environment Court's decision that local councils can have control over the use and release of the technology in their districts. The farming lobby group Federated Farmers has been challenging the right of local councils to regulate GMOs in the courts. The Environment Minister Nick Smith says the government will now step in because GMOs are effectively being regulated twice.
Regulated by the Environmental Protection Authority under the Hazardous Substances and New Organisms Act, and then regulated again by councils through the Resource Management Act. What we are doing is saying that doesn't seem to work very well.
Dr Smith says local councils don't have the necessary technical expertise to deal with GMOs and says council bans could affect future medical trials.
Well, the government is concerned at the implications in the new Auckland unitary plan that prohibit the release of genetically modified organisms and its impact on an important program for liver cancer treatment at Auckland Hospital, as well as the future implications for a number of medicines that are increasingly using genetically modified organisms for treatment.
Dr Kerry Grundy is the convener of the Inter-Council Working Party on GMO risk evaluation. He says Dr Smith's claims are a total beat-up.
Right from the word go, our provisions were only aimed at outdoor use of GMOs. So releases of GMOs to the environment or field trials outdoors. The provisions specifically permit indoor research in contained facilities, laboratories, hospitals and medical applications involving GMOs.
The Green Party's genetic engineering spokesperson Stephen Browning says the minister is simply doing Federated Farmers' bidding.
Nick Smith is definitely trying to scaremonger. While there are issues with live vaccines if they're heritable to other people, those under very strict controls, the plans have definitely allowed for them. And so Nick is using whatever emotive tool he can to push New Zealand down the genetic modification route.
In a statement, Auckland Council says it doesn't agree that the Pexavec vaccine, a liver cancer treatment, or any other medical applications or clinical trials would be prohibited activities under the proposed Auckland Unitary Plan. Despite numerous requests, Dr Smith's office hasn't provided the advice the minister says he received, showing that medical trials would be affected. From Parliament for Checkpoint, Benedict Collins.